our master's program, which we hold in English in Moscow State University. So after that, Artem Zhernov, he is head of admission committee, he will say a few words about all the rules of admission, how to proceed to the Department of Chemistry. And next, Natalia Chigadar from Foreign Division will make a presentation about the specifics of obtaining a visa and other interesting and useful information if you decide to join us. If you have any questions during my presentation, our colleagues, you can ask us in the chat. So let's start. Just a few words about Moscow State University. So it's very basic things. It's located in Moscow, in Russia. This is the oldest and the largest university in Russia. So we have more than 50 different departments in terms of the size, in terms of the number of employees. And the chemistry department is one of the largest. Also, we include in the top 50 university in the world in natural science, according to the University QS ranking. So we have more than 4,000 people on board in chemistry department. And we have 16 research divisions. So it's 16 divisions where students are participating in different areas of modern chemistry. So let's stop at division of radiochemistry. It's about 90 employees with 7 different laboratories. So you will be able to immerse yourself in a lot of scientific work there. Very good thing, we have agreement with IAA, so we are getting a lot of trainees from all over the world in different terms, from several days to weeks or several months. So as example, we have a very popular international school on radiochemistry. So we organize it together with IAA. And this year, I think it will be on December. So if you need, you can join us, of course. Next very interesting thing, we have a state license to work with radioactive samples. And let's talk about our master's program. So decommissioning of nuclear facilities is one of the most problematic area in the industry. So only one of 3 projects is successfully realized. So this is due to various factors such as different mistakes of project management, planning, economics, of course, chemistry, and others. That's why we decided to provide some solution to the industry. The master program of project management in the field of decommissioning of nuclear facilities, including radioactive waste management, which combines features to solve current problems from the industry. So we implement this program jointly with Imperial College London and EDOM Nuclear Services from Spain. The structure looks like this. So 25% refers to basic radiochemistry and chemistry, 25% to study of structure of nuclear facilities, 25 it's obtaining of management competitions, and 25 is for accumulation of knowledge on methods of work execution. So some more details about our courses. So the program includes course of decommissioning objects infrastructure with introduction of and details of nuclear fuel cycle objects and their features. Next course of decommissioning technology which include method of deactivation of structure and equipment, method of dismantling and fragmentation of equipment and structure, and radioactive waste management. Next, it will be course on territories presence. Here, students will get an understanding of nuclear facilities decommissioning system in the world with regional details and features as different regulatory systems, funding, and so on. Next course on supranational regulation based on IA and the NIA acting standards and solutions. So very, very interesting and very, very, oh, yeah. As I told earlier, cost management is a huge problem in the industry. So how to provide high qualified economic models for decommissioning? We include planning, project cost estimation mechanism, methods for evaluation values, risk assessments, etc. Yeah, and so also after education is finished, you can take IPMAD level as certified project management specialist with worldwide recognition. So a few words about practice. We signed agreements with Rosatom companies about practice side. So it's very important, those students who will go to our Masters of Science program, they will have a projects not a simulated condition, but in condition in real facilities that it's under decommissioning right now. Here you can see all key dates and details about admission process in our program. So if you lack knowledge in the industry, in the radiochemistry, in the field of decommissioning, as well as project management in this, so or others, we will bring your level of competence to the target condition. So the next program in our series is in the nuclear medicine field. So the program is implemented jointly with the leading international companies of the nuclear industry in this field. So it's Rosatom Healthcare or Rosatom Overseas, and of course our Japan partners, Fukushima University and Imperial College of London from Great Britain. So nuclear medicine include diagnostics and therapy. It's combined. So you can see on the screen so the search for compound distributions, the selection of radionuclide, the synthesis of radiopharmaceutical. So a lot of these different things included in our programs. Yeah. No. Yeah. So nuclear medicine is a convergence of science. It combines elements of physics, biology, medicine, chemistry, and cognitive and engineering science. So the Moscow State University have a huge number of departments. Therefore, we have a very wide opportunities for cooperation between departments and divisions. The structure of a master's program concerns the full stage of radiopharmaceutical development, from basics radiochemistry to the synthesis of radiopharmaceuticals. It's in compliance with all the necessary rules of international certification. GMP, so environmental aspects and radioactive waste management. And all this is provided in combination with economics, project management to create competences in this field. A few details on the models of master's program. So the basic part, of course, radiochemistry. Students will given the necessary knowledge and practice working with radioactive substances, as well as learn how to work with scientific database, writing scientific articles, etc. So methods of production of radiopharmaceutical include the entire process from methods for obtaining radionuclides to the synthesis of radiopharmaceutical. Next one. After the work with radiopharmaceutical is complete, radioactive waste is generated. So we will provide all the necessary knowledge in this area, including the specifics of the transportation of radioactive substances. Yeah. And last but not least, of course, project management and the features of intellectual property protection. After completing the master program, graduates will be able to manage the process of creating a radiopharmaceutical, making a great contribution to society and health in the world. So thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, you can ask us in the chat, as I said earlier. And now I want to give the floor to the Artem Zhernov. He is head of admission committee. Thank you.
in Moscow University as a part of medical school. It was the most ancient lab in Moscow University. Nowadays, Faculty of Chemistry consists of 17 departments, covering all modern areas of chemistry in Moscow University. If as a part of medical employees, scientists, most ancient teachers, so on, lab in Moscow University. And 1,000 Faculty of Chemistry and a half 1,500 departments, students covering different kinds, modern areas of graduate, postgraduate university, if as a part of medical employees. So this is a photo of our faculty in view of a main building of chemistry, main building of Moscow University, and this is only main building of chemistry department. We have 7 buildings, 7 separate buildings, special needs, special departments. And this is our main auditorium, big chemistry auditorium in our faculty main building. It's almost 500 people that can sit in this auditorium simultaneously. Educational programs on the faculty that are listed for international students, separate programs for international students. There are 3 programs in Russian, with teaching in Russian, and 1 program, a master program that is conducted in English. So, maximum number of admitted on this master program is 5 students, but we can accommodate more than 5 students. It's just approximate number, maybe 5, maybe 10 students. It could be changed, but not less than 5 students. 1 admission exam. It's chemistry written exam in English. Tuition fee is not stated yet. It's approximately 500,000 rubles annually. It should be paid in advance for each semester. What is a admission track for enrollment to chemistry department to Moscow State University? What you can do already these days, you could apply for recognition of your previous foreign education on recognition msu.ru site. Then the application and main general application process will be started on June 15 on site webanketa.msu.ru. This is the only our site, MSU site, for applications. After your application is completed, it will be evaluated, and you will be you should pass some exams. So for our English program, it's only 1 exam. It's chemistry exam in English. After exam, we publish range list. After the range list, after this, we issue accommodation for enrollment. We issue, with your consent, a visa, study visa invitation. You arrive in Moscow, check your original documents, make agreement. You pay for first semester, and then we issue another of your enrollment. The key dates So applications starts June 15. A deadline for bachelor and specialist programs is July 10. And for master programs is July 20th. Exams. So for bachelor and specialist studies, exams are from July 11th, general main period of exams, July 11th to July 25th. And preliminary dates for exact preliminary dates for written exam in chemistry in English is June 27th. You may choose the early date of exam, or July 22nd. It's a general date for exam. The exam for master studies will be distant exam. After exam commission check your exam writings, we make a procedure of appellation if you need it, and then we publish a ranked list ranked list. It will be on July 27th, an official publication of ranked list. More points you have, the more chances for you to be enrolled, to be recommended for enrollment. Well, and after this list is published, you should make enrollment consents, and your enrollment consent should arrive to us until August 9th. This date may be maybe some may have some changes, and when you will apply, when you put your documents on webanketa.msuru, we will have exact date for this exact deadline for this enrollment consent. Application. It's application, as I already said, as through webanketa.msu.ru site. Official language of application is Russian, but you can translate through Google Translate, for example, and put your verified data into some fields of enquete you will see on webanketa.msu.ru. Two main beside the enquete, you will have you should have a set of documents. The first part of this set is identification of travel documents, and the second part is evidence. The documents, evidence of previous education, proof of your previous education. Identification documents contain your passport. It's a scan of main pages of a passport with photo and official address, if you have one in your passport. Material translation of these pages. If you have or had one, had a Russian visa, you should also scan it and put to your application. If you are already in Moscow or in Russia, you should also provide us your migration card and registration evidence in Russia. Evidence of previous education. So it depends on your country, but the general name for your previous education documents is diploma, bachelor diploma, maybe a set of bachelor diplomas with official transcript. Literal translation of your diploma and official transcript. Legalization evidence, if applicable, follow, for example, apostille or notarial, consular legalization, consular legalization. So also these legalization evidence also should be notarial, should be accompanied with a notarial translation. And the certificate of recognition of your education level in Russia. This procedure of recognition could be conducted in university on your application evaluation. So please apply as early as you can. And as well as by Russian authorities. Russian authorities could issue a certificate of recognition of your education, previous education level. As I said, the recognition could be conducted earlier, before June 15th, via recognition msu.ru. So this is a full list of documents. Now, for master studies, you should provide bachelor diploma. For bachelor and special studies, you should provide secondary and evidence of secondary education, like attested and so on. You may apply for not more 5 bachelor specialist programs in Lomonosov MSU simultaneously. If you apply for master studies, you should make preliminary choice of sub-program. So please provide 2 photos in the original on arrival for your student documents. 2, but better 6 photos, the size 3 to 4 centimeters. In literal translations, it's important your name must match your spelling on the Russian visa. So you have already Russian visa. You should spell it as it is written in Russian visa. And if you don't have Russian visa, you should check with our consular services how your name will be officially translated into Cyrillic symbols in Russian visa. Original documents should be presented in person along with consent on your arrival to Moscow. So all translations, all your passports, documents of previous education, you should provide it in person. Then you arrive to Moscow. So minimum pass point on master exams is 40 from 100 points. On bachelor and specialist exams, the minimum pass point is 36. Rank lists are published on July 27th. List is impersonal. Check your personal code on application. If you have SNILS, maybe it's Russian official code number. If you don't have it, no problem. So in list, you will see amount of points for individual tests. For master studies, it's the same figure. The presence of your consent and consent of other participants of this contest, and the regional, if we have your regional certificate of previous education in our office. After publication of the ranked list, you should sign consent for enrollment to start study visa invitation and following procedure. And this procedure could be started first half of August. So please do all consents, sign all consents as early as you can. So normally to normally start your education, normally started the education on September 1st. September 1st is the first day of education period in Moscow. Just admission track once more. So we issue recommendation for enrollment, as I said. You put your consent for enrollment. We issue invitation for study visa. You arrive, we check your original documents, make agreement with you, you pay for first semester, and we order, we make an order for enrollment, and you are a student at Moscow State University Chemistry Department. So it's a very clear procedure, but some steps maybe will be distant. Well, for example, maybe making an agreement will be distant. So make agreement in copy first, and then we arrive. We make a original agreement. So to make your enrollment as fast as we can, despite overall situation with virus and some border issues. You could see all this information, all fresh information on our site, the same site, two different addresses. Our VK group, please join. And you could write to us with Gmail, email, abiturchem@msu.ru. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Artem. Natalia, floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Andrei. I will show my screen now. Okay, dear colleagues, dear listeners, hello, my name is Natalia. I'm a specialist of the Foreign Office of the Department of Chemistry, MSU, and I'd like to make a small presentation about the Foreign Office itself and the life of foreign students at the MSU. So the Foreign Office is responsible for primary visas and registrations. If you're not from CIS countries, which are former Soviet Union countries, you will definitely need a study visa, which we prepare for you in advance, about 45 days, and you will get a visa invitation for getting a visa in your country, and then you can come to Russia. Also, as Artem Zhurnov mentioned, we make registrations. It's a proof of your legal presence in Russia, and it's made after your arrival and every time you arrive to Russia, and it's prolonged if you stay in Russia for some time. Also, we can help with some dormitory issues and answer your general questions about Moscow, university, our department, and just your concerns. And here on the slides, you can see our email, our phone, the room number, and also the second email primarily for students from China. Here you can see the example of the registration on the left and visas on the right. Both visas and registrations are prolonged by us, but however, if you live in a rented flat, you will get your registration from a landlord. As for the health and security issues, all students are obliged to obtain health care insurance. On the website Student In, which I'll talk about a bit later, we have 3 or 4 special healthcare plans for you, which are reasonably cheap, and they're much cheaper if you just go to the doctor without any insurance. And most importantly, they cover a COVID test after your arrival to Russia. Also, MSU students students can go to the medical center number 202, which is a state clinic registered especially for the MSU. Also, some emergency numbers you can see here are firefighters, police and ambulance, and emergency service like a general 911. However, if you have some immediate concerns, you can also ask your dormitory responsible person. Now we have a very neat and beautiful online portal for international students, studentin.msu.ru. It presented in 3 languages, Russian, English, and Chinese. You can also find useful information there. For example, how to get to Russia, which documents do you need, how to get from the airport to the dormitory or MSU building, how to go through all the procedures that you need to do here, about the social card and many other things. As for the dormitories, mainly students live at the FDS complex and the main building, or Gazette in Russian, which is famous for its architecture. There are various shops, canteens, and services in the dormitories. There are rooms to study and relax for you, and all the dormitories are located at the beautiful district of Ramenki or Prospect Vernaskova, which are very good locations for young people. As for the arrival, you should notify us 10 days before the arrival so we can prepare all the necessary documents and register list for the customs at the airport. You should do a PCR test for COVID-19 40 hours or less before the flight and immediately after the arrival at the airport. You can find several points of testing at the airport. If for some reasons you didn't manage to do the test at the airport, you should self-isolate before you get the result of PCR test here in Moscow or in your flat. Also, after December 2021, all foreign students should go through the procedure of medical examination, which is signed at the medical center number 8, not far from the university. Its cost is 5,900 rubles, and it's obligatory for staying in Russia. Also, after the medical examination, you should go through fingerprinting procedure. It's just at the main building of the Moscow State University, so you don't need to go anywhere far. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Natalia.
Our student Zhou Ziyan from China will share her experiences at the Moscow State University.
Thank you.
Ziyan, you can join.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here. So I would like to say a little about my experience studying and living here in Russia. So I'm a third year student in chemistry faculty in bachelor program. And I would definitely say that this faculty is not only in a place that you can get many knowledge about chemistry and prepare for your research, but also a place that you can get a lot of new experience and prepare for your future career path. I would say it was definitely not easy in the beginning because it's a new language, new country, and a lot of new things around. And studying in the faculty isn't that easy as I expected. But many teacher and classmates, they're very helpful, and you can always seek for help everywhere here. So if you can survive the first year, later will be easier and easier. In the second year and third year, I got a lot of time to travel around Russia, and I got a chance to know the beautiful landscape all around the country and all the different interesting cultures around the country. And it was a great experience, and it opened up my mind. Now I'm in the third year, and I'm looking for my supervisor for the final graduation work for next year. And I've been talking with so many teachers in the faculty, and I realized that it's really a very good place for doing research because you have really different labs in different areas where you can always find a place that suits you and make you feel interested in. And also, it's a very good place to gain knowledge and to get to know people, to gain necessary skills for future career path. So in general, I really enjoyed studying here. And during these years, I've learned a lot and I've grown a lot personally. And I would definitely recommend to people who really passionate about chemistry and would like to have experience study abroad. Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diane. I also wanted to put out that many students, foreign students, especially Chinese, now are concerned with COVID measures in Russia. And as I know, you visited vaccination center in Russia. Was the procedure convenient for you? Was it okay for you?
Yeah, it was very convenient to take vaccine here. People were very helpful, and you can seek for, and people who speak Chinese or English, they're standing nearby, and there's no problem with language. And it was a very easy process for me to get vaccine.
Yeah, great. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear colleagues. So let's finish our open day.